So good evening student, your class 8 we will discuss now your force and pressure chapter. Your physics so many chapters are there and your half yearly exam. Looking to the half yearly exam, today we will start your force and pressure. So student, what do you mean by force? Generally a term force is a physical term. You know you are using your muscular power, you stretching a rubber band, pushing an object, pulling an object, kicking a ball, bowling a cricket ball, beating a dog, or anything you are doing, you are just applying a force. So first look to the concept of force. What is the force? Now force is a physical quantity by a push or pull of an object which changes its position or changes its velocity. This is called force. So force means we have to apply some power on any object that it can change its shape, it can change its position, it can change its velocity also, or we can push something, we can stretch something, we can impact our effort to do some work. So this is all are the example of forces. So let us see what is force. See the definition. Now the force is defined as a push or pull on an object with mass that causes it to change velocity. Means if a object is here, if I push the object, then if its velocity changes, means it is velocity increases and it displaces to certain distance, then we tell that we applied force. Or I pull the object here, it also changes its velocity, and here the object now, so it's also known as force. So these are the all concept of force. Now we can see in various uses of force how we are using force. So I had already told you that what force does for us, what force can do. Now see, in your book it is also present, what does force do? Now force changes the position of an object. If here a object, then when I apply the force, then the object shift to here. Then in first position, its second position. So here conclude that force can change the position. Then the second point, force changes the speed of an object. Suppose a football is running with some speed, and when you kicked it, then it again gains some speed and velocity, and again its speed increases. It can run at a better speed. Then force can change the direction of an object. Suppose a batsman is here and the ball is coming to in the direction, then the batsman hits into over the head of the bowler, then the ball is coming in the direction, and when the batsman hits it, then it moves in the head of the bowler, its opposite direction, and the batsman can beat the ball in the direction also. So we can conclude that. And sometime you see the road accident. Suppose a car is coming in the direction and another car is coming in the direction. When accident happens, the car which is coming in the direction, when this car accident means it applies some force, then the car shifts in the direction. So force can change the direction of an object also. Change the shape. When you press a sponge, then it what happens? Compresses. And when you press a balloon, if balloon also changes its shape. When you are walking in the sea beach, then when you in a wet sand, when your foot is there, your footprint also there in the sea beach. So here conclude that force can change the shape of the object. Now an important point is that direction of force. In which direction the force will act. Now there is two factors on which the direction of force depends. The first factor is that the amount of force applied on the body, how much force you are applying on the body, and the second point is that the direction in which the force is applied. So let us take one example. Here a box here, and two people is pulling the box in that direction. Here two people, and another two people here also pushing the object in that, pulling the object in that direction. These two are pulling in that direction. They applies the same amount of force, same magnitude of force. So the box will neither shift in the direction nor shift in the direction. The box will be remain at rest. And whenever a third person join in the direction and pull the object will shift in the direction. So here we conclude that when larger amount of force or greater amount of force applied in which direction, the object will move and the force will act in that direction and the body also shift in that direction. So the next question is that what is the SI unit of force? Means in which physical quantity we are measure the force, like we are measuring your solid in kg, liquid in liter, milliliter, gram, like that. So you measure the force in Newton. So Newton is the SI unit of force, or it is represented as N. And the next point is the types of force. There is two types of force. One is contact force, another is non-contact force. What is contact force? When two surface are came in contact, interact each other with in contact with their surface. This force is called contact force. And what is non-contact force? Now two surface interact but they have no contact. Like example, magnetic force, earth, your gravitational force. When an object is here and the object is automatically falls towards the earth, they have no contact but they have interact. And when a piece of magnet attract a piece of iron here, so they have no contact, contactless force, and if force attracts the iron strip towards the magnet. Contact force is everywhere, your engines, your vehicles, in your home, what you are doing, your muscular force, everything is your contact force. So your student, contact force are also again two type. I already told you. Muscular force, when you are doing some work, you are applying some pressure, some force on any object, this is your muscular force and it is also your contact force. Then what is friction? Now friction is frictional force. When you kick a football, it travels some distance and after some distance it becomes rest. Why it is? Now due to the contact between the surface of the ball and the surface of the earth, the ball became rest after covering some distance. So these are the two examples of contact force. Student, let us look here non-contact force. What is non-contact force? Now one is gravitational force, another one is electrostatic force, and the third one is magnetic force. Then what is gravitational force? Now gravitational force, earth has certain power. It pulls, it attracts every object towards the center of the earth. So this is called your gravitational force. When you throw some object to the sky, then the object will fall towards the center of the earth. Without any contact, the earth able to attract every object towards its center. Then the next one is electrostatic force. What is electrostatic force? When a positively charged object attracts a negatively charged object, then it is called as electrostatic force. Suppose you coming your hair and after comb, you just put some paper on the comb, then you see that the comb will attract the papers. So the combs will and the paper are positively and negatively charged. So that's why it is known as electrostatic force. And the third one is magnetic force. What is magnetic force? The magnetic force also, when you put a piece of iron in front of a magnet, the magnet has certain power that it will attract the iron piece, and the iron piece will automatically attract towards the magnet. Without any contact, this force also act. So your student, I hope your concept of force and what types of force, how force act, how force can change the object shape, size, direction, everything you will clear. And whatever your doubt, you can ask in the comment section. Please comment. I will clarify your doubt. Thank you for watching.